It's Tuesday in the second week in Ordinary Time. Today we don't have a saint to celebrate liturgically, but hopefully everyone had a nice weekend, a long weekend. I didn't do an update yesterday, but I guess I could have, but I just chose not to because the office was closed, and I celebrated Mass in the morning and then tried to get some stuff done around the rectory. So catch up on some of those things that sometimes I don't get a chance to do. Like I said, hope everybody had a nice Martin Luther King Day holiday. And just a reminder of our schedule. There are confessions this evening, starting at 5:30 and going until 6:15 p.m. at St. John's, and then we'll have Mass at 6:30, and then the Rosary follows that. And then on Wednesday, there are confessions from 7 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. at St. John's, followed by Mass at 8 a.m. At the end of Mass, we expose the Blessed Sacrament for adoration throughout the day. And then starting tomorrow at 6:30, we'll begin our live stream, and we'll be praying the Rosary at that point, and then going straight into benediction. That's a little change. I always found it seemed kind of strange just to close with benediction. It's a very short service, and I started live streaming at 6:30, and so I guess. We'll give credit to the Holy Spirit or our Blessed Mother for inspiration to pray the Rosary. I think any kind of prayer right now is always a good thing. And then on Thursday and Friday, we'll have Mass at 8 a.m. Also, too, I thought today, just brief little reflection on the events in Toledo yesterday that were especially, important to our diocese. Woke up in the morning and had flipped on the news to get the weather and found out that someone had vandalized Rosary Cathedral on the outside, had spray painted Jesus is black and some other and similar things around the doors, and also down by the wall along the sidewalk there on Collingwood, and also tried to set fire to the doors of the cathedral. Luckily, there was, compared to what there could have been, the damage was not real extensive. The fire put itself out. It wasn't there that trying to set fire to the doors did not lead to a larger fire. The paint, I'm sure that'll be removed when it can be. But it's always a moment that's when someone does that, no matter whether it's an organized group or an individual or whatever it might be, that someone would deface a Catholic Church, especially our cathedral. That's disappointing, to say the least, and it makes, I think, everybody kind of pause and hopefully stop and think about how what condition kind of our society's in, that somebody thinks that this is an appropriate way to express whatever they're trying to express, but damaging other property, trying to set things on fire. Obviously, destruction is never the answer to differences in philosophy or thought or opinion. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, the story just even becomes more tragic, as it's reported last evening that the suspect in that vandalism case, the police had somebody that they wanted to investigate for that, and it ends up that this man barricaded himself in his home. Standoff between the police, the SWAT team, and negotiators were there a couple hours, and nothing happened. So I guess they fired tear gas into the building and tried to remove him, and he came out and firing shots, and he killed a police officer in doing that, and then also too the police killed him in this exchange of gunfire. And so, just to add to the destruction, there's then the unfortunate destruction of life. And so, vandalism and violence and whatever, however it all is, it's just, it's sad to think that we're in this situation that that seems to be the appropriate way. People think that that's the appropriate way to deal with some of these issues. So hopefully it makes us want to pray harder and to witness more forcefully to the love of God, and to try and bring some peace and respect between anyone that maybe has differences. It is the idea that we would all see everything exactly the same way. Obviously, that's unrealistic, but we can still be respectful of each other. And as I said, it's always sad when violence and destruction and loss of life seem to be the methods of expressing displeasure or differences, and that's never going to lead to fruitful conversation or respectful understanding between those who have differences of opinion. And we see it playing out small scale here in our community, but also to large scale in our country, and even to throughout our world. So we'll pray for peace and justice. We'll strive to witness to the love of God, and we'll strive also to respect each person as created in the image and likeness of God. So